Hey guys, Captain Echo, welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are here for the first episode of Forza 7, Forza Touring Cars. So, if you didn't catch us last time we were playing Forza 7, we ran race 5 of 11 with Formula E cars, and I hated it, and I got tired of racing those cars, so we're not doing that anymore. So, we're moving on to the Forza Touring Cars, which is a 12 race season for the first time in Forza 7 series history. So yeah, and if you watched the introduction video, you saw that I specifically chose this car, this Chevrolet. It's a Chevy Cruze, I think is what it is. But I chose this car. And I told y'all I chose the livery on it. So this is the design we'll be running for the season. The Summit Valvoline number 28. It's a beautiful paint scheme. So we haven't gotten into the race yet because I want to show off the car. And yeah. Anyways, let's get to the race. Alrighty, so we've made it to the racetrack. For a track we've not raced at yet in Forza 7. So today we are here at Daytona International Raceway, the World Center of Racing, for the Daytona 50. We're going to be running 20 laps around, if you can do the math, the Super Speedway Oval here under the lights, because I think about it and I was like, you know what, that'd be a funny track to throw some cars that should not be racing on that track. So we're going to be starting the season here at Daytona. From NASCAR fans, starting the season at Daytona is very familiar and very comforting. We do it every year. But with that out of the way, it feels weird to not have to state the points going into this, but there's no points because it's the first race. Let's get into it. Alrighty, here we go. Return. Alright, and green flag is in the air for the Forza Touring Cars Forza 7 season. We are underway here at Daytona, and the number 2 already slowing up there. Real quick, let me just get the car list. Let me get the list of drivers pulled up on my second monitor here. So that was Katie Goff. So I'm going to pull up here behind the 33, well, at least try to. Chris and Asato, doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get there, so I'm going to stay behind the number 5 here of Susan Graves. Got some cars behind me. Number 1 Volvo of Connor Snelling. Oh Lord, this would have been so much better with the wheel. Oh well. Okay, so this is going to be an interesting race. I'm not sure there's really a draft here. So, I'm just going to wrap it around the bottom and hope I succeed. And then draft down the back stretch. Here comes Connor. Trying to get a little bit of a draft off him, but can't really get there. Okay, I can definitely make up a little bit of time on the bottom in the turns. So I'm going to continue to do that because I think that's my best shot at. That's my only shot at winning here. But Connor's on a mission, man. I told y'all in the introduction video for this season that for the original attempt of this the original the first time we were going to do this, which was going to be for Season 4, I was going to use that number 1 Volvo and change it, and use a different paint scheme so it would be the number 14, so one less duplicate number. And you can see why, because that thing is flying. Alright, so we move up to 4th here, getting by Susan Graves. Now, I'm going to try to run down Connor, and then Carissa Sato in front of him. And who's the leader? The number 13 is Bryce Ewart. So Bryce Ewart up, leading here at Daytona. And this has been pretty fun. I mean, I might be cheesing it by running the bottom, but the AI can do it too if they want. Plus, when we're going full throttle and basically redlining down the backstretch, I mean, look at my telemetry down there. You see the 6 blinking yellow or blinking orange? That means I'm redlining. So these cars do not have the I mean, I could tune this thing. I could have tuned this thing for this race, but it would have been. I probably would have driven away because these guys are basically suffering with the same thing, which is why I'm not falling back. Because we're all redlining at around the same point. So it wouldn't have really been fair for me to tune the car, so I would like redline at 170. Because then, yeah, I'd just pull away. More than I already might by running the bottom here. But this is fun. I'm enjoying this. I'm afraid that if I take the lead, I'm just going to be able to wrap the bottom and they can't touch me. So maybe we'll do this. If I take the lead, I have to run the top. That's what we'll do. If I get up to the lead, I have to wrap the bottom, or I have to wrap the top. I've got to get off the bottom of the track. So I think it's fair. Uh-oh, see? I told you they can do it if they wanted to. Look at Connor. Connor decided he's going to go to the bottom of the racetrack. Because he knows. I've called him, I think I said this in a video, I called him the Prodigy. Mainly because, what was it, Season 2 was his first season. He wasn't in Season 1, and he came out, almost won the championship. And then Season 3 tied me in points for the championship, but I won it because I had one more win. That's why I call him the Prodigy. Plus, at least in the lore of this series, I've always seen Connor as the youngest. Like, everyone here is like probably like mid-20s, probably mid to late 20s. You know, I always see Connor as like early 20s, late teens. Like, Connor's probably like 19, 20. I mean, while someone like Carissa Sato, I see her closer to like 25, 26. Alright, I just realized I've caught up to Barrett Sims. Ooh, little contact. As you see, if you can tell, kind of pushed in the front of my car here. Oh, he's bringing the bottom to block me. Alright. Okay. While I'm this close, I'm going to draft on him, at least down the straightaways and through the tri-oval. And I'm gonna dive right down to the bottom, hug that double yellow line, hopefully go right by him. Damn, what happened to Connor? And then shoot way up the track, right in front of him. We are now the leader. Wow, I've not gotten to lead in forever. I'm not sure I ever led in Formula E cars, except when I started on pole at Mugello. But it feels nice to be leading, but no, this is a wacky race. That's what I want. This is kind of what I wanted from this. just be wacky. And I'm getting what I wanted here. And we're not even halfway through the race yet. Alright, Bryce Ewert on the bottom. Looks like he's going to have the preferred line in 1 and 2. Alright. Just hold my line the best I can on this controller. If I would have thought about it, I would have broken out my wheel for this. Alright. Okay, now I can dive to the inside. Cross them back over. Alright. Gonna run on the inside, but closer to the middle. So I don't pull away as much. I know. Sounds weird. Helping the competitor out, but I'm also trying to make these races interesting. Because I know how it goes. I've watched Let's Plays of racing games before. I've watched several of Michael Mrutz's, I've watched multiple of his NASCAR career modes and Let's Plays. And I understand it's more entertaining when something's happening. Like if Michael just pulls out to the lead and no one's challenging him. Like, you'll see, he'll cut it out. He'll cut a lot of it out and he'll just be like, so not really anything's happening, I'm kind of just up here leading. So I kind of, that's why I'm forcing myself to run the top here. No, if I wrap the bottom, they wouldn't be able to touch me. So that's why I'm running around the top. So they can catch me and it'll be a little more interesting. But a freaking Chevy Cruze here. Doing great. Maybe it's because Chevy has that experience here at Daytona because they run in NASCAR. Which, looking at my lineup of cars, yeah, this car is the only one made by a manufacturer that is run in NASCAR. Because the rest, we've got a couple Audis, a couple Volvos, a couple Hondas, and then a Mercedes and a BMW. Okay, I've pulled away. Probably because he's not running the top. And good God, what happened to Connor? Look how far back he is. He just got out of turn 4. And while I was doing this race, while I was thinking of doing the schedule, I thought about it. I'm like, you know, running the infield, running the red course would make more sense. But this will be more stupid and more fun. It seems things have mellowed out here. So I've kind of pulled away. Which, I mean, this will happen when you got cars that aren't supposed to be running this track. Trying to use the stick a little differently. Trying to hold it still. Which I realized kind of the way I was holding it forced me down the racetrack a little bit. Okay. Alright, I might be able to hold a steadier wheel now. See, we got a battle for third there between, I'm assuming, Connor Snelling and Kristen Asato. God, I pulled away. Which is funny, because I'm running the non-preferred lane. I mean, I guess it is the preferred lane, because everyone keeps running up there, but it's not the faster way around here. At least in these cars. Because we are flat out. God, you can see all the little black specks of asphalt and rubber on the car. The problem when you have a basically a plain white car like this, but she's fast, so I'm not gonna complain. No, I just came off of 2 races. My last 2 races, which were Formula E, I did not make any passes whatsoever. I finished where I started. So I'll take being able to make some passes and actually win a race. I don't care. So maybe I'm having a little more fun because I'm winning, but I don't care. I need this. Next week is going to shake things up a little bit. Because we'll be at That scared me. Sorry. Sorry, guys. For this interruption, I was going to look at the schedule for the season. And as soon as I took my headphones off, I heard knocking at my door. Which, I've got bad anxiety, so that stuff like, I don't like stuff like that. And waited for whoever it was to go away, and it just looked like a door-to-door salesman, so. But that was stressful. Oh, Lord. But, so next week we will be at Airfield, so that's a definitely way more technical track than here at Daytona. At least the oval and cars that aren't supposed to be at the oval. Because, you know, I've not had to let off the gas once this race, so how do I have a 7-second lead? We should all be doing the same thing. If I'm being honest, we should all probably be like nose to tail. Maybe like one car length between each car. How? People... And no, this has nothing to do with me having experience here at Daytona. We are flat out. Foot on the pedal, not lifting at all. We are full throttle around this freaking track. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe they're starting to lift and I'm just not. Well, then that means they're stupid. But it looks like I'm just gonna walk away with this one. I mean, unless someone puts a supercharger on their car or gets nitrous, I don't think I'm gonna have much of a challenger here. I mean, I could sabotage my own race by like hitting, but I'm not gonna do that. Good Lord, what's happening? I'm not holding a very steady wheel. That's what's happening. I just thought of the idea, what if for like one season, we add a really, really long race in the mix? So you have your normal like 40 to 50 mile races, and then just one of them, it's like a 150 mile race. I can race long enough where we're going to have to make pit stops for fuel and tires. You know what? If I had a larger YouTube channel, I would so do that, but as a live stream. So like, I don't know, like race 6 will be like a 100 lap race. Will be like maybe like a 70 or so lap race at Watkins Glen. We'll stream it. I mean, I see you guys watching these videos, so I mean, I know some of you guys are out there. I'm not sure it'd be entertaining enough for a whole live stream. Especially because with how much I kind of just like ramble for a bit. Like, what was it? Sims Us Now episode 3. I cut out like 5 or so minutes of me just rambling about one thing. Because I was basically going into way more detail than I needed to on some things. Or just rambling off. I was trying to talk about one thing, and then trying to explain that one thing, I got into a tangent about another thing, and then tried to explain that. It's like, I've completely gotten away from the point of what I was trying to say. So if I was to live stream, y'all pretty much just get that non-stop. But I've noticed we're on the last lap here. So it's definitely probably going to be one of the longest races we've done here. We've done on the channel in some time. Because, I mean, some of this I'm going to be able to cut out, but I think since I've basically been talking through the whole thing, I'll probably keep most... Y'all probably be seeing most of this. Alright, well, coming out of turn 4 for the final time. The closest car is over 16 seconds back. Now, through the trioval, I am going to win at Daytona. Starting on a high note. Which I might need, because, like I said in the introduction video, I purposefully picked the slowest car I could. because I want to challenge myself. But at least this car is fun, unlike the Formula E cars. So I'm gonna wait here, wait for the finishing results to come up through, and then I'll calculate your points. Alright, so I've got your finishing results here. So here they are. So winning the race is obviously me. Finishing second is Bryce Ewert. Third, Kristen Asato. Fourth, Connor Snelling. Fifth, Susan Graves. Sixth, Kurt Elliott. Seventh, Katie Goff. Eighth, defending champion Lexa Patterson. And coming up last, the place he was at least very familiar with in Season 4 with the Formula E cars, Barrett Sims. So now, give me a couple minutes. I'll just skip all of it, but watch the replay and just make sure, just to keep track of every lap leader we had. I'm pretty sure it was just me and Bryce Ewert, but want to make sure. So give me a second. I'm gonna look through the replay of the race, and I'll see you guys with our point standings. So I am your points leader, maxing out the day by winning the race, having the fastest lap, and leading the most laps. Gives me a solid 26 points, which is a huge points lead. Second is Bryce Ewert. Third, Carissa Nasato. Fourth, Connor Snelling. Fifth, Susan Graves. Sixth, Kurt Elliott. Seventh, Katie Goff. Eighth, Lexa Patterson. Ninth, Barrett Sims. So everyone's in points where they finished in the race. So anyways, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time as we'll be racing at the Test Track Airfield for race 2 of 11 here in Forza 7. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Fire.